the most wonderful time of the year. Alright. Yeah, I know it's the holiday season. Yeah, I know it's the day before Thanksgiving. Yeah, I know it's the Christmas season and all of that, and it's just, it's all good, and, it's that time of the year where, the good vibes just start getting better because of the holidays, right? Not the case for, not in the case for me still being in this dump, for crying out freaking loud, man. Like, it's just, I really see nothing exciting about, even when it comes to three-day weekends and all that. I just find nothing exciting. Even this Thanksgiving weekend, this your typical 4-day weekend. Yeah, okay, 4 days. So even I'm not excited about that anymore. It just goes to show, like, come on, man. Do I really just even care at this point? For what? I've been in that dump for 13 years when it really shouldn't have come to that. It shouldn't. It should never have. But, I just feel more tired than I am excited about 4-day weekend. Or, just any 3-day, 4-day weekend, what have you. It's just all predictable. I hear people say, yeah, have a good Thanksgiving, bye. Like, I would say I would have that kind of tone if I was to already leave that damn place. Yeah, that's where I'm going to be at my happiest. And I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to leave those motherfuckers behind. Because all those lifers can just suck it, man. They can just be themselves who they are, just making other people useless, especially that goddamn company president that's never going to retire. But yeah, dude. But I'm just going to be real about this, man. It's I'm most referring to, since wow, those trees have those nice fall colors. I've seen the red and yellow trees in Cyprus yesterday when I came out of getting my blood work. It was nice to see that. It's just late in the season though, but it's cool. Really, really nice to see those fall colors up. But yeah, man, like, I'm just referring to the last few years. Like, I'm talking about 2023 when it was like the worst year for the sales, and like I saw that year just with the most bullshit that I've ever seen in that dump. Almost 20 people left. Then you have like at one period where I think it lasted for like 3 months where the sales team was hardly getting anything, and then later on in that year, like all the while when we saw already a lot of like damn near like 10 or more people leaving, then that sales team gets berated for whatever reason. Like they're not doing it. They're still being scolded to this day. I've never seen that happen in a sales team before. Being lectured about, oh yeah, this is how you make it. Like, mind you, does that motherfucker see that most of the salespeople over there are like the same since what? They've been there for like 10 plus years, and they have to be lectured? Like, I told you that motherfucker does not have any trust in anyone, even his own son, who is the vice president. That's why this space will never change, and I don't have to even go into depth in that because I've said it in my past videos. All right, so there's really no point for me having to say what I say give these same rants over and over when I already said everything that I needed to say, like in the past in the past months. So what's the point, dude? But yeah, we're just referring to what happened in 2023, and since then, look what's happened to me since I've been in this dump, and since that specific year when almost 20 people left, and to see the sales team just being whatever reason they're getting blamed for not making efforts on outgoing calls, whatever. Even though I don't know how the hell you can have quantity over. Push quantity over quality, which is like the stupidest thing ever. Anybody in elementary school would know that quality over quantity is more important than the vice versa, right? And since then, it's just been more constant bullshit. Look at it. Look at it. Like, the service department is gonna have their Thanksgiving potluck today. Now, I do hope Julio. I'm not talking about the Julio, like, ex-close friend that, I'm talking about work friend Julio, who I told him, I jokingly told him, hey, save me a piece of his smoked turkey. Yeah, because I know the service department is doing their Thanksgiving potluck again. Fuck the service department, man. It's just seeing how the people are there. They just have so much pride, dude. And maybe that's why, like, those people down there, I'm not saying all of them, but maybe a majority of them down there, just maybe that's why they voted for that girl that, no disrespect to her Halloween deaths. It's cool and all that, but I feel like, honestly, I don't mean to brag, but I could have won. Now, again, I've said it. I'm not expecting myself to win, but considering there's only 3 participants and that I have more and more up there, it's like it's just nothing but a popularity contest. It's pure favoritism. So I mean, just seeing that is like, it's why the service department just has so much pride in themselves, But yeah, they have their own service department. It would not even surprise me if they're doing their own ugly sweater contest or gift exchange, what have you, because they get to do whatever they want. They're not even getting us involved upstairs. You call that fairness? So what are we, bums? What are we upstairs, bums? These niggas is clowns, bro. I'm sick of that place. I've been sick of that place for a long time. And ever since what happened in 2023, only to see just more bullshit just come up, especially when I was disrespected for the Easter egg flyer that I did, where I didn't get notified about it. Come on, man. This is what happened to me. For as long as I'm still at my worst. Look what happened to me since then. All this stuff that I came across that I never had in the history of my life, of my 38 years living before. Getting mental help, and then the medication that I'm taking. I don't have to say what it is. I'm not going to be specific about it. I don't want my entire audience to know what I'm taking, but it is supposed to be to quote unquote calm the mind or whatever. Well, it ain't doing nothing for me at this point. That's a first, considering I'm usually against medication, and I'm never having to take it in the past. And then the high blood pressure, which has never been a problem in the past either. And now look at my test results. High cholesterol. I always had high triglyceride, but never high cholesterol. And you see, you see what all speaks to? Lack of motivation, lack of inspiration. That's why I said I have a hard time changing for the better, for as long as I'm in that dump. All these problems that I'm getting that I never had before, and now it's coming. And look, when it comes to friend issues, it got to a point where even a cease and desist harassment letter just became the worst, not only friendship moment, but work moment ever. I never had to come across any of this kind of stuff. I'm talking about the problems that I have. And now it's gotten to that. This is how sad my life has been. My life has just gotten sadder and sadder. I don't want to hear people out here saying, oh, well, maybe it's because of age. You just started. No! It's never about age, goddammit. I don't ever believe that age as a number causes any of these problems among other people. What I'm getting is because of the fact I'm still in this dump, dude. And how this dump continues to operate the way that has been. I don't want to hear people say, oh, it's age, this and that. No, it's not. It's never about age. I said in the other video that you know, the fact that this dump is making me feel old mentally, you know, they're just you know, like some people have said, and I believe them. It's not a real world workplace. It's also a place where, you know, they don't give a fuck that they treat other people bad. You know, they just don't care. I don't know how the hell I can last this long for the 13th year, because nothing good has ever happened. And you know, going to the next, like, I can keep saying this about, oh yeah, I wish my 2025 is over. It's a bad year. I said it about that last year, the year before, and the year before that. So it's useless at this point to even say, oh, I wish 2025 is over, because the next year, when 2026 starts, I'm still gonna be in that dump. And for as long as I'm still in that dump, if I'm gonna go another full year, yo, don't expect ever. I'm never gonna expect to have a good year for as long as I'm there. I can have good moments, but you know, that's not gonna say much for as long as I'm here, because it's hard for me to have a good day in this dump anymore. Just considering how much worse it has gotten, and the fact that I remember bringing in a pumpkin pie. Now look, I know I was feeling pretty fussy about it, you know, just the fact that almost 20 people left, but at least at the end of the day, I did appreciate we have a potluck, even though we had an internet outage that day. But now all of a sudden, it's like the service department is doing all that shit, and so it would not surprise me if they want to do whatever they want. So have it, because they're full of shit themselves, you know. So look, man, that's why I don't want to talk to anyone at this time. I still haven't not talked to anyone, and I totally forgot to block Mari. Whoops. I mean, you know, I meant the entire friend circle, but somehow, some way, I just, you know, because she did show me the screenshots, and I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot that she was still. Oh well, I mean, it's a good thing. I mean, if I had blocked her like I did Russ and everyone else at this time, like my entire friend circle, I wouldn't have known that that part Jory was saying hi to me, and I did a video about that, you know, our friendship, and you know, especially the shout out to her birthday and all that, right? So I wouldn't have known any of this stuff from her if it wasn't. So for that sake, I'm keeping her in, because she may give me more updates about, you know, as far as like, you know, for Close Friend Memorial Wall, and I don't know, some people wanting to work things out with me, right? I don't know. I mean, well, what's the chance of that happening, right? So look, but yeah, I just don't want to talk to anyone at this time. I really don't, and I'm just not in the mood to even. I mean, call me a meanie, greet any of my friends, you know, happy Thanksgiving. I'll let them say. I'll let them, you know, I'll let them greet. But I mean, it's like I still don't want to talk to anyone. All right, I don't want to talk to anyone. Still, it's not in my interest, and I don't have it. It's not that I'm purposely trying to ignore them, but if they feel that way, that's because I'm blaming this dump for it, not me. I never want to do any of this stuff on purpose. All right? But considering that I've been in this dump for a long time, it's making me. And fucking Andrew can say what he wants. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, your dump's not making you make all these shit. Man, fuck out of here with that shit, dude. Get the fuck out of here with that. At this point, I'm still gonna blame this dump. I don't care. It's making me, you know, have these kind of actions mentally that I've never had in my life. So this may be the reason why I'm getting high blood pressure. I would not be surprised, because this place is full of shit. All right, so it is what it is. I mean, so it's come to that point where I'm just never gonna be treated the same ever again. That's why I have my Close Friend Memorial Wall. I'm unlikely gonna have it for the rest of the year. So, you know, people can question, who are those people on your wall? Yeah, they're my close friends. Did they all pass away? No. Well, except Joy in 2021. God rest her soul of congenital heart disease. But my friendships with them passed away. My friendships, not the people, my friendships. So I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Peace.